Hi everyone, myself Dr. Priyashak Babu, working as Professor Head EC Department. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about some important problems in transmission line 1. So first problem is a transmission line operating at a frequency of 500 megahertz has Z0 equal to 80 ohms and alpha, attenuation constant alpha is given 0.04 nepers per meter and phase constant beta is given 1.5 radians per meter. Find the parameters RL, GC. We need to find out the primary constants of a transmission line. So here by using the formula, we know that Z0 is given and alpha value is given, beta value is given. So by using this, beta is equal to, we can write the expression for propagation constant. P is equal to, we can have alpha plus J beta. P is equal to, we have alpha plus J beta. So here P is nothing but, it is 0.04 plus J into 1.5. So this is a P value. So here we have R plus J omega equal to, we have Z0 into P and G plus J omega is equal to P0 by Z0. So by using these two formulas, we can find out the R value, L value, G value, C value. Next problem. So a distortionless line has Z0 equal to, Z0 is given 60 ohms and alpha equal to 0.04 nepers per meter and velocity U equal to 0.6 C, where C is the speed of the light in vacuum. Then we need to find out the R value, L value, G value. By using the same formulas, R plus J omega equal to Z0 into P, G plus J omega is equal to P by Z0. Then we can find out the primary constants R, L, Z. Next, third problem. A telephone line has R equal to 30 ohms per kilometer, L is equal to 100 millihenries per kilometer, G equal to 0 and C equal to 20 microfarads per kilometer. So at F equal to 1 kilohertz, find the Z0 value, gamma value and phase velocity U. So here we need to find out the Z0 value, that is Z0 is the characteristic impedance, Z0 equal to, we have root of Z by Y is there. So here first of all we need to find out the Z value, Z equal to R plus J omega L and G and Y is equal to G plus J omega C. So by using these two, we can find the characteristic impedance Z0. So first write the expression for Z value, then write the expression for Y value. If you substitute in characteristic impedance, we can find the Z0 value. And then we need to find out the gamma value. Gamma is nothing but the propagation constant. Gamma is equal to P. So it is P is equal to root of Z into Y. We'll use the propagation constant gamma or propagation constant P. Then the phase velocity Vp. Phase velocity Vp is equal to omega by beta. So from this you can find out the phase velocity. So a generator of 1 volt, 1 kilohertz supplies a power to a 100 kilometers long line terminated in Z0 and having the following constants. So R is given, L is given, G is given, C is given. So here we need to calculate the Z0, attenuation constant alpha, phase constant beta, then wavelength lambda and velocity. So here first of all write the expression for Z value impedance, Z equal to R plus J omega L. Write the Y value, Y is equal to G plus J omega C. So by using Z and Y, we can find the Z0 value, Z0 equal to root of Z by Y. Then we need to find out the attenuation constant and phase constant. Then find the propagation constant P. P is equal to root of Z into Y. So P is nothing but P is equal to alpha plus J beta. From this we can find out the alpha and beta values. And lambda is equal to 2 pi by beta and velocity, phase velocity V is equal to omega by beta or Vp is equal to omega by beta. So by using these formulas, we can find out the phase velocities. Next, an open wire transmission line terminated in its characteristic impedance has the following primary constants at 1 kilohertz frequency. So R is given, L is given, G is given, C is given. The 4 primary constants are given. Then we need to calculate the phase velocity Vp and attenuation constant in decibels. So here we need to calculate the phase velocity Vp and attenuation constant. So first, in a similar fashion, first write the expression for Z value, then write the expression for Y value, from P, we can find out the P is equal to, we have Z into Y, from which is equal to alpha plus J beta. From this, we can find the alpha value and beta value. Then we need to calculate the phase velocity Vp. Phase velocity Vp is equal to omega by beta. Next problem. The primary constants of a cable are given. R equal to 80 ohms per kilometer, L is equal to 2 millihenries per kilometer, and G equal to 0.3 micro ohms per kilometer, C is equal to 0.01 microfarads per kilometer. Then calculate the secondary constants of a secondary constant at a frequency of 1 kilohertz. So here we have two secondary constants. The two secondary constants are P, propagation constant P, and characteristic impedance Z0. So here we have the formula. P is equal to root of Z into Y, and Z0 equal to root of Z by Y. First write the expression for Z value and write the expression for Y value. From the expressions of Z and Y, we can find the secondary constants P and Z0. Next, a certain transmission line 2 meters long operating at omega equal to 10 power 6 radians per second has alpha equal to 8 dB per meter and beta is equal to 1 radian per meter and Z0 is given. So if the line is terminated by a load of 20 plus J50 ohms. So here this Z0 is given, ZL is given. So then we need to determine the input impedance. So here we have the formula to find the input impedance of a formula. So here first we need to find out the K value. So where K is a reflection coefficient, K is equal to ZL minus Z0 by ZL plus Z0. So from the K value, from reflection coefficient, we need to find out the VSWR value. VSWR equal to 1 plus mod K by 1 minus mod K. Then impedance Zn max, input impedance maximum equal to S into Z0. Input impedance minimum equal to Z0 into S. Therefore, input impedance is the average of in minimum impedance plus maximum impedance. So therefore, input impedance Zn equal to, it is Zn minimum plus Zn maximum by 2. So in this way, we can find out the input impedance of a given transmission line. So next one, a lossless transmission line with Z0 equal to 50 ohms is 30 meter long and operates at 2 megahertz frequency. So the line is terminated with a load of ZL equal to 60 plus J40 ohms. If U is equal to 0.6C, then find the reflection coefficient, standing wave ratio, input impedance. So in the similar fashion, we can find out all the three. So we need to find out the K value, reflection coefficient K is equal to ZL plus ZL minus Z0 by ZL plus Z0. Find the VSWR or standing wave ratio. Then we can find out the Zn maximum and Zn minimum. The average of Zn maximum and Zn minimum will give the input impedance. So we'll discuss some important derivations. So here the important derivations in the fourth module are derive an expression for transmission line equations. Is important for exam point of view. Second one, from the fundamental voltage and current equations, transmission line, derive an expression for input impedance of a transmission line. Then describe the different distortions on a line and derive the condition for distortionless transmission. Next one, describe the loading. What is the loading? And explain the different types of loading in a transmission line. And describe the different distortions on a line. And derive the conditions for minimum attenuation. This is very, very important for exam point of view. So derive the secondary constants of a transmission line and derive an expression what is a characteristic impedance, what is the and derive an expression for characteristic impedance and derive the obtain the relation between characteristic impedance and propagation constant. Then derive the propagation constant from the general equations. Then finally, what is a wavelength? Define velocity of propagation and define the group velocity. Write the expression for the these three, group velocity and phase velocity. So these are some important derivations in the transmission lines 1. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.